You love Nigeria, obviously. You've stayed in Ghana for, you say 30 years.
Almost 30, 27 plus now. Listen, I can never support illegality in my life. I have grown past that. I came to Ghana as a young boy who have no future. Ghana environment have provided future for me. And if I support illegality, it will go against my life.
Was this particularly focused on Nigerians? This reminds me of the ugly incidents in South Africa late last year with the xenophobic attacks, but then they were also targeting other African other businesses owned by Africans, including Nigerians. Were there other businesses owned by other Africans, whether it's Zambians or wherever else, or was this specifically at Nigerians?
Yeah, it's specifically on Nigerians. In fact, there's how we interpret foreigners in Ghana. I know that the only foreigner that lives in Ghana is Nigerians. I'm afraid as we go into African intercontinental trade, what will actually happen to the South Africans who have moved with goods to come to sell in Ghana.
So what exactly are the authorities doing to Nigerian businesses? Because we saw videos of Nigerian shops that were being locked up. Is that still the case?
They are closing it. They're just behaving as the era of when the military just forcefully you have no human face, you have no human regard. You can see police even slapping people, even pushing people, dragging people. Anyhow, like as if there's a war going on, as if they are looking for criminals.
Hi everyone, welcome to Ghana Observer. Today, I wanted to touch on this man, Chukwuemeka Naji. He is the leader or some form of leader of the National Association of Nigerian Traders in Ghana. And as you can see, he's lived here almost all of his life. He lived here almost 30 years. He acknowledges Ghana blessed and provided for him. And what do we get in return? What do we as Ghanaians get in return? He denigrates us. He talks down on us, all to benefit Nigerians, and not in a good way. If he was even doing it in the right way, because he says if he does anything illegal, it would affect him. And yet, still supports their illegal involvement in retail trading at the expense of Ghanaians. But remember, he said Ghana formed him. He's been here for close to 30 years. And where is his loyalty? We are not saying don't be loyal to Nigeria, where you come from, but not at the expense of Ghanaians, to the point of making us look bad, telling tales about us to South Africans, saying that if they have business in Ghana, he's afraid for South Africans. He's afraid on the behalf of South Africans who have businesses or who will bring businesses to Ghana. Like, seriously?
Nigerian shop owners are being asked to pay $1 million in equity, provide registration of business taxes, resident permits, standard controls, and to the Ghanaian Investment Promotion Council, the GIPC, before they could reopen their shops. Let's take a look at this video that went viral over the last few days.
You are here to lock my shop, so that is what I'm showing the world. So what is the problem? That is what I want to know. Let them check my document. My document is here. They are here. They are not asking of documents. What they are doing is just close the shop. You see, that is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not. I register my business. This is the certificate. Come and check the certificate. I'm not operating illegally. Come and check. He said $1 million US dollar. How can I provide $1 million US dollar? I have all the certificates that qualify me since 2007.
Folks, in their interactions, did you see the police officer slapping Nigerians, dragging Nigerians, acting as though it was a war zone that they were looking for a criminal? I've watched several videos, and in all of them, the police were there to keep the peace because tempers were, out of control on both sides. So it's unbelievable how he lies with impunity, hoping something sticks, just to besmirch the name of Ghana and Ghanaians. In your own words, you've lived here for 30 years and the environment shaped you and gave you what Nigeria couldn't give you to make you who you wanted to become. In your own words, not mine. And yet, And yet, and when we say, you are amongst us, but you don't like us, you don't love us. And we're not saying don't be proud of being Nigerians or anything, but this type of disloyalty, where you will besmirch us and denigrate us just to get your way, it doesn't work that way. But what they cannot do in Nigeria, they want to do in Ghana and disrespect us in the process. I intentionally chose this scene of these police officers manhandling the Ghanaian. The Ghanaian whose head was knocked was hit by a Nigerian. If you go back, the guy in the Navy shirt is a Nigerian. He had like a block in his hand, hit the Ghanaian. But do you see the police touching the Nigerian? No, they went for the Ghanaian. He has absolutely no right to hit anyone. But when he did he hit the Nigerian? No, it was the Ghanaian he went for. Because we bend over backwards sometimes for foreigners to our own detriment most of the time. That's Ghanaians for you. We are so accommodating to you people, but you continue to disrespect us. And we say we are tired. We are bremo with your ungratefulness. We are tired of you. Yes, I said it.
One thing is, it is the responsibility of the police to maintain law and order. So we are here appealing to the Guta members to exercise restraint to lawful means, and that we urge the leadership to meet us at the regional police headquarters for us to dialogue with them and their Nigerian counterparts. So for now, they've agreed in principle, to discontinue their illicit exercise of closing down shops.
Okay. The last time your men came here and closed down the shops, today they are back and they have locked the shop again after your men came to open the shops when they closed them. It means that it's going to be a cyclical problem. They may lock the shop as soon as you leave again.
Yes. This tells us that the police is not the only actor, but we believe that all stakeholders should meet so that we find a solution to this problem. But for the immediate de-escalation of violence, attacks, and closing down shop is the sole responsibility of the police, which we are now doing. And we'll do whatever it takes, to stop them from locking other shops.
Why have you not used force and you're rather using dialogue in this instance?
Looking at the multitude and the terrain, using force might not be appropriate. And one of the core areas in contemporary policing is to engage, is to talk to people, elicit their opinion, and find an amicable solution.
Okay.
Whilst we allow the key players in the industry to go ahead and ensure that matters are settled.
So now you want them to close the shop in the interest of peace. For how long would they close their shops? Because according to them, this is their business as well. What do they do?
We are in the midst of some kind of misunderstanding here. We need to do whatever it takes to bring immediate peace. And by so doing, we are appealing to them, all sides, to exercise restraint.
Thank you so much. That is the Director of Operations of the Accra Regional Police Command.
So please tell me again, where in there were the police harassing, slapping, dragging Nigerians? He comes to malign Ghanaians with impunity. What he cannot do in Nigeria, he wants to do and get away with in Ghana. It doesn't work that way. It won't work.
Nigerian Union of Traders Association in Ghana embarked on staged a protest over the weekend in Ghanaian authorities delayed to reopen shops owned by Nigerians in that country. They accused Ghana Union of Traders Association of shutting down almost 70 Nigerian-owned businesses more than a year ago over a trade dispute between the two West African countries. At the heart of the dispute is Ghana's law that requires a capital capital base of $1 million for Nigerians and other foreign nationals looking to do business in that country. For more on this, I'm now joined via Skype from Ghana's capital, Accra, by the president of the Nigeria Union of Traders Association in Ghana, Chukwu Emeka Naji. Thanks so much indeed for joining us, and welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good evening to you all.
All right, let's get a bit of context. When did the problems start for Nigerian traders in Ghana?
It started since 2007. The Guta rose up and started instigating the government of Ghana against Nigerians. And we have suffered a lot of humiliation since then up to this day.
All right, so what were the laws that were introduced that have prejudiced you over time?
Yes, the GIPC, then it was, I think, 478, later reviewed to 865 in 2030, where all the time you see the government officials making proclaiming that West African citizens are not among those who will be required to raise a capital or minimum capital of $1 million, or those that will be asked to move out of market or out of retail trade.
And that, of course, is an absolute lie. No government official has made any such proclamation. There has been back and forth with the officials coming to ask. I mean, a lot of them talk, let's temper mercy with justice. But no proclamation has been made, no promise has been made. Retail belongs to Ghanaian citizens only.
We have had Minister of Trade, Minister of Foreign Affairs making this comment at one time or the other. And after they make the comment, maybe they have a meeting. We have called on ECOWAS that have come to Ghana, and they made the same commitment that we are not among of those that act to produce $1 million. What happens now is what I'm surprised of, because it's only this time the government move around.
About how many traders have been affected so far, and potentially are there more?
Yeah, we're looking at over 250 shops being closed in Ashanti region of Ghana and Greater Accra.
All right, so I'm just trying to understand. My understanding of ECOWAS was that there was always a right of free movement and trade between ECOWAS member states.
That's correct. ECOWAS have free movement of persons and goods and services. We also have gotten to the point to implement the right of establishment. Of course, before then, right of residence. So this is what permits any citizen of Africa or West Africa to go into another country of West Africa to reside and establish and manage his own business using the same legislation that are being meant for the locals of that host nation.
Folks, can you believe this? This is the president of the Nigerian Traders Association, their union, the Nigerian Union in Ghana. And he has no clue about the ECOWAS protocols. Nothing. And he's spouting it. I'm beyond words at this point. So now we see why there's so much confusion. And with the Ghana government not putting their foot down, because with people who are insisting on doing what is not right, doing something illegal, you cannot play patty cake with them. The laws have to be enforced. Point blank, period.
And what has the Ghanaian authorities told you in terms of an explanation?
The explanation is that they want to implement their law.
Say that again, I'm sorry?
They are saying they want to implement their law, the GIPC law 865 Article 27 and 8 says that any foreigner who to Ghana should have a minimum requirement of $1 million as a working capital.
What's the reciprocal arrangement in Nigeria? Can Ghanaian retailers function without restrictions in Nigeria?
Watch how he dodges and avoids answering this question. Because he knows there's no reciprocity. There's no reciprocity. Ghanaians have no such freedom. What Nigerians want to get away with in Ghana, Ghanaians cannot do in Nigeria. And he knows it. So watch how he answers this question. Or avoids answering this question.
I'm not the one to say that. Ghanaian traders are very lucky they have a government that actually takes whatever lies they cook and implement it to favor them. But this is in Nigeria where you see anything that is negative have been targeted to, and we even ourselves will accept the fact that we are the one wrong. You can see what is happening in SARS. You see the young men that nobody can allow to live their life. If you buy a fancy car, police will stop you and arrest you. If they did not kill you, they collect good money from you. Why should you buy a car? And you are young. And I tell you, Nigerians are not lazy people. We are very smart individuals who work hard and make money. But this is what is coming from our own country. So the same thing happened to us, that we're finding it difficult to get the full attention of our government, who keep on promising. We have spoken with the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, and we have also had opportunity to meet with the Vice President as they visited Ghana. But still, our shops have been locked. I don't know what effect of their coming, maybe. By now, if they have not come, we would have all thrown away.
Is this about protectionism?
Yes, that is protectionism. And I'm afraid as we go into African intercontinental trade, what will actually happen to the South Africans who have moved with goods to come to sell in Ghana? Of course, you have to produce $1 million. Maybe Ghanaians will allow him to stay the way they have allowed ShopRite and other South African companies without asking them the same thing they're asking from Nigerians.
So what are you going to do as an association?
Association, our work is to make sure that we inform our government whatever treatment that are meant for us in any part of the world where we find out. So we are doing that. Written a lot of letters. We have delivered a letter to the High Commission. She promised that she would take the matter to the Nigerian government. And I have also informed my boss, who is the National Association of Nigerian Traders President, Barrister Ken Okora, who promised me that he was not going to sleep until the Sea government intervene on this matter.
You just can't make this up. See his warped sense of reasoning. He thinks the Ghanaian traders are the ones lying, when it's actually the Ghanaian traders who want the laws of Ghana to be implemented, to be enforced. You Nigerian traders, you are the ones that are delusional, believing in the lie that you've concocted for yourselves. Your Nigerian government can't do anything because they know they're deceiving you. They're just pacifying you. But my interest in this whole thing was when I found out that he had spent almost 30 years in Ghana. And still, look at how he feels about us. Look at how he feels about Ghana and Ghanaians. Folks, we have to be vigilant. I keep using that word. We have to be vigilant and cautious. And I'm going to end it here. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all the support I keep receiving. I really appreciate it. Please remember to subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. And do not forget to comment. Some of the comments are really fiery. Like, share, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.